So hey guys, so it's me again, Erica, and for today's video, this video is gonna be the introduction to environmental engineering. First, what is environment? Environment, the surrounding of physical system that may interact with the system by exchanging mass, energy, or other properties. The physical and biological factors along with their chemical interaction that affect an organism or a group of organisms. So there are two types of environment. The natural environment that encompasses all living and non-living things occurring naturally in the area, and the built environment. It refers to the human-made surroundings that provide the settings for human activity. Environmental engineering. Environmental engineering is the application of science and engineering principles to protect and utilize natural resources, control environmental pollution, improve environmental quality to enable healthy ecosystem and comfortable habitation of human. So, environmental engineering is based on multiple disciplines, including geology, hydrology, biology, chemistry, physics, medicine, engineering, management, economics, and laws. Environmental engineering activities involve water supply, wastewater management, solid waste management, air pollution, noise pollution control, radiation protection, environmental sustainability, public health issues, environmental impact assessment, hazardous waste management, treatment of contaminated land, hazardous prevention and mitigation, climate change adaptation and mitigation, renewable energy, etc. So, history of environmental engineering. In 1854, one of the first major realizations that bad water led to disease. A cholera outbreak in London resulted in 10,000 deaths. John Snow, a doctor, prepared a map showing the address of victims and found they mostly cluster around a single water pump. 1880 to 1960. Water treatment system at the end of the sewerage system began to appear. 1962. Birth of environmental movement in US as Rachel Carson publishes Silent Spring about the dangers inherited in the misuse of chemicals. 1970. K. Lord Nelson founds Earth Day, April 22. 1970, EPA was created. 1972, Clear Water Act. 1974, Safe Drinking Water Act. So there is a division of in the field of environmental engineering. So first, environmental impact assessment and mitigation. Second is the water supply and treatment. Third is the wastewater conveyance and treatment. Fourth is the air quality management. So first, let us discuss the environmental impact assessment and mitigation. It is a decision-making tool. In this division, engineers and scientists assess the impacts of a proposed project on environmental conditions. If impacts are expected, they then develop mitigation measures to limit or prevent such impacts. Next, let's discuss the water supply and treatment. Engineers and scientists work to secure water supplies for potable and agricultural use. Water is treated to achieve water quality objectives for the end uses. Next we were about to discuss the wastewater wastewater conveyance and treatment. Engineers and scientists develop collection and treatment system to carry this waste material away from where people live and produce the waste and discharge it into the environment. Air quality management. This field is beginning to overlap with energy efficiency and desire to reduce carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emission from combustion processes. So after that, we will discuss about the ecology of life. Ecology. It is coined in 1886 by the German scientist Ernst Haeckel. Ancient Greek philosophers such as Hippocrates and Aristotle laid the foundation of ecology in their studies in natural history. It comes from the Greek word oikos, which means house. Ecology is the study of the interaction of organism with one another with their physical environment. Topic of interest include the biodiversity, distribution, biomass, and population of organisms, as well as cooperation and competition within and between species. It overlaps with closely related sciences of evolutionary biology, genetics, and ethology. Ecology seeks to explain life process, interaction, and adaptation, the movement of materials and energy through living communities, the successional development of ecosystem, the abundance of and distribution of organism and biodiversity in the context of the environment. So, what is biosphere? Biosphere is the living globe. Biosphere is part of Earth in which life exists. So, biomass. Biomass, wastewater materials from plants or animals that is not used for food or feed. It is used in various industrial processes like energy production as a raw materials for manufacturing chemicals. Biodiversity generally refers to the variety and variation of life on Earth. Typical measures variation at the genetic species and ecosystem level. Population ecology. The study studies the dynamics of a species population and how this population interact with the wider environment. Malthusian growth model. Thomas Malthus' exponential law of population growth, primary law of population ecology, states a population will grow or decline exponentially as long as the environment experienced by all individuals in the population remain constant. Simplified population model usually start with our four variables: death, birth, immigration, and immigration. Ecosystem. Small ecological units consist of a given area's physically features and living organism. All biotic and abiotic factors in the given are make up an ecosystem. Can make up. Ecological succession. The process by which an existing community is gradually developed by another community. Every organism affects environmental condition around it. Two types of succession: primary succession and secondary succession. Primary succession occurs in place where no living community existed before on a newly formed volcanic island. Pioneer species begin to grow. Secondary succession occurs in areas where natural disaster or human activities have wiped out an existing living community. Pioneer species colonize the area and gradually change conditions so that they are favorable for other species. Ecological pyramids. Graphical representation designed to show the biomass or bioproductivity at each trophic level in a given ecosystem. Types of ecological pyramids. Productivity pyramids or pyramids of energy, pyramid of biomass, and pyramids of numbers. Pyramid of energy show the protection of or turned in biomass show the total amount of economical energy at each trophic level. Pyramid of biomass show how much biomass, the amount of living or organic matter present in an organism is present in the organism at each trophic level. Pyramid of number represent the number of organisms in each trophic level. They may be upright, inverted, or dumbbell shaped. Ecology is the meaning of life. Naturally evolved ecosystems are marvels that make Earth habitable, yet sadly they and all life are threatened. Ecology is far more than the study of life and its environment. Ecology is the meaning of life. Ecosystem make Earth habitable, providing water, food, air, shelter, and more everything that we need and desire to live well. The Earth as a whole is a living organism, similar biological to a cell, plant, animal, and our ecosystem. Ecosystem collapse. Humankind demand for resources and growth overwhelms nature. Our steady diminishment of ecosystems abruptly changed the climate, and this is collapsing the biosphere. Human destruction of natural ecosystem and disintegrating climatic integrity are already past critical threshold. The human family is epically failing to protect and restore ecosystem and reduce greenhouse gas emission fast enough to avert global ecosystem collapse, achieve ecological sustainability, and enjoy universal well-being forever. Environmental laws. Executive Order Number 79, institutionalizing and implementing reform in the Philippine mining sector, providing policies and guidelines to ensure environmental protection and responsible mining in the utilization of mineral resources. Public Act Number 9175, November 7, 2002, an act regulating the ownership, possession, sale, importation, and use of chainsaws, penalizing violation thereof and for other purposes. Republic Act Number 9168, June 7, 2002, an act to provide protection to new plant varieties, establishing a national plant variation protection and board and for other purposes. Republic Act Number 7942, Philippine Mining Act of 1995, Republic Act Number 7907, Amendment to the Agrarian Reform Code, Republic Act Number 7900, Highly Value Crops Development Act of 1995, Republic Act Number 73808, Seed Industry Development Act of 1992, Republic Act Number 6969, Toxic Substances and Hazardous and Nuclear Waste Control Act of 1990. Republic Act Number 4850, an act creating the Laguna Lake Development Authority, LLDA. Executive Order Number 927, further defining certain functions and powers of the Laguna Lake Development Authority. Republic Act Number 3931, National Water and Air Pollution Commission Act. Republic Act Number 3571, Prohibition against cutting of trees in public roads, plazas, etc. Act Number 4062, an act to reserve the Philippine Legislature the disposition of the waters of the public domain for the restoration and development of hydraulic power. Act Number 3983, an act to protect wildflowers and plants in the Philippine Island and to prescribe conditions under which they may be collected, kept, sold, exported, and for other purposes. DNR and Administrative Order 03, Preferential Treatment of Small Fisher Folks, 15-kilometer Mon Water. Circular Number 08, Regulation for the Conservation of Marine Turtles, Bureau of Forest Development. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.